And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Sooners ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Off play action.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham. Finding some room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown Sooners. Rolled his way into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, number 19. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On the direct snap, it's Durham. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Gives it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He sends 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the other side on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. At 20. Inside. He is in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Zings it complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest. Move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs.
Makes the grab. It's Durham.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy pick.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
On the direct snap, it's Durham. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. There's a crease. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He might want another play. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he makes the extra point. Looking for blockers. Slips through the line. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Rides to back and leaves it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Under fire. Got his man. A pickup of 8 on the play, enough to move the sticks and set them up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. LSU right back to the line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, mowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Berry. Looking for room at the 40. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff, Caden Durham. There's some room. And he was off to the races, finally tipped up at the 36. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He put some heat on that one down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. And it's the Beavers sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
And the Sooners will try to pick it up on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. The Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. LSU quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's a little room there. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And the extra point is good. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Unleashes one. Already find a hole in that secondary. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And that one will put them up here in the second half. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game. Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, and you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record of 17 touchdowns in a season.
And I just want to play in this offense. If I'm a receiver across the country, I know every year Oklahoma's going to spread the ball around, throw it around. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, and he is cashing in those opportunities with just touchdowns.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle. And what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
On 1st down, it's Durham again. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He makes the catch. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Fires to the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw again. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they've put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Tight end now in motion. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And to christen this fourth quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Durham. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed. It's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. You just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Fights off a defender. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Unloads quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
Trying to get behind the defense. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Could be an alley. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This is a designed run. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caden Durham again. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Durham. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Touchdown Sooners. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.